The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
It is Valentine's Day, so we brought in one of the world's great lovers.
He's not just great, but he's a powerful lover.
Powerful lover.
Yeah.
Dilruk.
And yet tender.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, halfway through you feel guilty about what you're doing, but then you're excited about what's next, even though you know it's illegal in
Isn't
4
that
countries.
true? Dilruk Jayasinha,
God.
welcome. How's that for an intro?
This is way too early for this kind of chat for my little tender heart. What happened? That was the word tender. That was illegal in 4 countries.
4 countries.
What is it? The mixed race thing? Come
Some
on, man.
countries just don't like it.
Oh, well, happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
It's so nice to see you. I was coming up here thinking, I get to see you guys every February.
Yes.
And like, I feel like we're mates, but I don't see you for the rest of the year.
I know.
So it's almost like we get this 2 radio breaks, 1 radio break, and that's our friendship. And I want to change that.
Well, the thing is, you need people's help right now, don't you? Quickly. Didn't you say something about shoes? What's this about shoes?
No. I said I finally got to the point where I'm enjoying going to the gym, and I was all excited that I literally packed my protein powder, my creatine, and all that, which I've never done before. Never prioritized my health. Did all of that, supplements, everything. AG1, forgot the running shoes, actual shoes. Yeah. So I can't go to the gym in my Yeezys because I think they'll throw things at me.
So, what size are you?
I think I'm a 9. Why, have you going to give me yours?
No, I'm saying if anyone's got a size 9.
He doesn't have any gym shoes on.
I don't have gym shoes. I do have Yeezy shoes, though.
I think you go the Yeezys. Just go there. Yeah, go there.
Yeezys, mate. They're $600. They should be able to make you
run. Are they your dress Yeezys and you don't want to take them to the gym?
I can't run in Kings Park in that. You know what I mean?
Someone will steal them.
Dilruk, you know that you are part of the fabric here at Nova 937, right? I know that you are aware of this.
No, refresh my memory.
I will refresh your memory.
Well, firstly, we just want to know, did your social media take a spike at what month was that?
Probably October, November.
October. Did you notice a lot of people?
I think I know what this is. Yeah. Keep going. Let's just say yes. There was a little bit of a blip.
Yeah.
Well, have a listen to this.
Yeah.
Are you going to play it? Mystery Voices, Harry? Oh, Harry, Jesus. Harry, you've never seen a more stunned moment.
That was great,
Harry, I've travelled all the way from the east for this moment, Harry.
Oh, my God. So quickly, he packed so quickly, he forgot his shoes.
Oh, okay. I'll just dump off 10 seconds.
I've never seen someone like a deer in the headlights, just like, what are you looking at me?
Maybe now.
I listened to
Nova.
Play it again.
I listened to
Nova.
That was Nova's Mystery Voices. And the last one, number 4, is you, of course. And you've never had your name mispronounced so many times as people having a stab at that.
But there were guesses, right?
Oh, they got it.
The funny thing is,
the first one to go off, actually.
Well, I mean, that's usually the case with me as well, especially on Valentine's Day.
But it was really funny because everyone was trying to say your last name and they were approaching it ever so gingerly because they didn't want to be racist.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was out like.
On the record, everyone's forgiven with the name Jayasinha and the mispronunciations because for starters, it actually isn't phonetic. Like in Sri Lanka, most of the time Jayasinha is spelled differently.
Yeah.
Because my one doesn't have a G in it. It should have a G.
Yes.
And it's like a Sinha. And some people think it's Spanish, like Sinya, like Pina and stuff. No, it's Sinha, but it's just spelled in a weird way. So everybody's forgiven, mispronounced, as long as people are talking about it. I don't care.
They were.
They got mentioned a lot.
But I genuinely remember that it was like, it's a weird feeling, like going, is that a recognizable voice now? Because, for me, I'm still the idiot open micer from Sri Lanka, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a proud moment, forget the Logie. This was my biggest achievement, I reckon.
People were up to it from day one.
Get the Logie.
All right, Harry, now play the next thing, Harry.
To mention
I listened to
Nova.
Hey, Dilruk, your show pre-loved. So a lot of us to do with a breakup, right? Which you had a relationship over here. So is this the Taylor Swift thing where you have a relationship, you get to write an album, or you write a new show?
You make heaps of money off it.
Well, that's the hope. But no, to be honest, it's not so much about the breakup specifically because, my ex and I remember talking to you guys. She was a local girl from WA. Yeah. It was a very painful breakup, but it was like, we can both see that this is the right thing to do.
So and my mum's recovering okay, so it's fine.
Well, she had a second there,
My mum.
I just could see that the inheritance sentence wasn't coming as well as I thought. Saltburn style. So Saltburn style. But no, so it actually, the breakup is just very briefly mentioned at the top of the show. The rest of it is just me, like, how I was spiraling out, trying to make sense of, you know, like, and just like trying all kinds of alternative therapies that I went through, between, you know, wellness retreats to Bali to perhaps maybe a bit more, you know, illegal substances that aren't talkable on radio, but you know, like just some pizza toppings.
The health retreat. Did you buy into it?
Like mushrooms, but
Dilruk, the health retreats, people go on them all the time. Oh, this is
well,
very
you know,
lovely.
it's eat, pray, love.
Yeah. To be honest, it was more like eat, cry, wank for me. There's a lot of crying, you know.
Oh, God, you need to write that as a book to give the guys alternative. And then you get all these guys going out during the day riding an elephant and then going home and riding their hand.
The entire book is in the title. It's
You don't want to get to the third quote.
Flesh it out a bit.
But yeah, it was just about all those things that I did just to try and feel better, because like I do have a therapist, but I was like, this is beyond that. This like I haven't gone through heartbreak. Do you know what I mean? This is like my first proper relationship, so it was a very challenging one.
Well, when people are going through heartbreak, or you know, suddenly it's this mountain that you can't climb over. When did you start realizing that you were healing?
Probably last night's show. I think I finally did it. No, I suppose, you know, again, it's a process, and I think it comes in waves as well. Like, you know, you go through a certain point, and then, you know, suddenly you're like, oh, hang on, I'm starting to miss that again. Honestly, it's very similar to when I quit drinking, because it's this thing where you go, okay, I know I love it, but it's not healthy for me in the long term, and you say, okay, I make a decision, I'm not going to do it. But the further you go away from the decision, you're like, was it that bad? Let's just have another little, let's just see what's happening out there.
My favourite thing as well is when you're going through like a really bad breakup, and mine's, of course, years and years ago, but there was one particular point.
How is my mum, by the way?
She's wonderful. She's a powerful lover. But I remember when I had this big breakup, and I was sitting there, you know when you catch yourself in a pathetic moment, so then afterwards you always look back and go, oh God, what a loser.
Right.
I was sitting there and I was watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it was an episode where Willow was leaving, Oz was leaving Willow because he was a werewolf and he was transforming, and I broke down in tears. I'm like, oh Willow, I know what it's like. Did you have a pathetic moment?
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I've not thought about this, I might add this to the show, but it's true. I knew that I was not doing well because I started tearing up in a happy way when I saw, this is really maybe problematic to say, but I saw a junkie couple hold each other. And I was like, oh, I want to be them.
Hey, man, when you're jealous of the
I can't stop scratching my arm, but I want to be them.
I swear to God, I saw them and I started tearing up going, oh, they look so happy.
Now, Dilruk, are you getting around seeing some other of your mates who are in town at the moment, or are you just kind of locking yourself down?
Well, it's I'm going to try as much as I can, because that's one of the best parts about a festival like this, is that you get to see your mates that, you know, especially like, say, like Lizzie, who is coming in today, and she's at Oasis.
Yep.
And unfortunately, like, I think we clashed, so I'm like, but she's performing in Wanneroo, so maybe I'll try and go. So things like that, I try to make time. But also, to be honest, at this stage of the festival, you're still trying to work on your show. You know what I mean? By the time in like 2 months' time in Melbourne, it's kind of locked in, and you can just perform and then switch off. Whereas now, like, after the show, I go to the hotel and try and listen back to it and make all those adjustments. So it's a little bit more a selfish time. So bugger my mates. You know?
So I want to know, have you, as a comedian, ever taken another comedian as a lover?
My God.
Can two comedians be together, and what would that be like?
I personally haven't, and I don't think I ever could, purely because of my ego. Because
you want to be the funniest person in the relationship.
Oh, not so much about that, because I'm not even the funniest person in my family. My brother is funnier than me. You know what I mean? He just doesn't have my insecurities of needing other people's approval. He's just happy being funny just to our family. You know what I mean? So that part of it, no, it's more like just in terms of either way, like, you know, if I have a good gig and they have a bad gig, then I feel like I can't celebrate, and I'll feel like, oh, come on, it's not my fault you had a shit one. And also, and then vice versa, you know what I mean?
Would you also be paranoid as if, you know, you make beautiful, beautiful love, and then straight away after she goes over and grabs a little notebook and starts writing stuff in there?
See, now that when you put it like that, it does sound fun, because I love the collaborative part when people come up with ideas and you riff and stuff. But maybe that'd be nice, you know? You make as you said, beautiful love, and then you start cracking jokes and making material. That does sound like the dream situation for someone like me. But no, I think I'd find it difficult to navigate my ego with that situation.
Are you back on the dating wagon then?
I'm back on all the apps like Tinder and Hinge and Uber Eats, and just you gotta roll the dice whenever you can. Get 2 pizzas, hopefully.
So you have a couple of bios up on the apps?
Oh, bios? What do you mean? Like I'm not selling myself like an auction.
Isn't that what you do? Don't you have a bio on a dating app?
Bio? I thought you said bio too.
It sounded like
bio. So what does your bio say? What does it say?
My bio says, this is interesting. My bio says like, currently not looking for a relationship, looking for something casual. And because I think that's the responsible thing. When you're going through post breakup, you'd want to be as transparent as possible. But I feel like I get a few judgy vibes on there. So if you're like, because it's like, I'm saying, hey, emotionally unavailable, heartbroken, but still want to have a little bit of heavy petting.
They think you're an F-boy.
Right, but I'm not. No, I'm an ethical slut. Yeah. That's what I am. That's just giving you all the information before buyer beware almost. And also, side note, if your listeners are on Tinder, first of all, say hi, don't be rude. Secondly, more importantly, stop reporting my account.
I was going to say, because people think you're impersonating you.
So I'm at this weird stage of fame where people think they know me, but they don't, because I haven't talked about my breakup publicly, and all of a sudden people see me there, report it, screenshot it, send it to me going, hey, someone's pretending to be you.
I know.
Like, no, dickhead, that's me. Like,
I know, and show your sister.
Stop
flattering me that they think that strangers would pretend to be you to get laid on Tinder.
I love it.
Right?
It's so good. But no, it's just me. That's like I didn't realize I need to be verified for Tinder now. Yeah. It's my new charity, Blue Ticks for Blue Balls. Just trying to raise awareness.
Dilruk, have you had better luck on one than the other? Because some people say Hinge might be
what's in the mix right now? So there's Tinder, Hinge, Bumble.
And there's one called Grindr. Field, which is which is relatively unknown. And there's Grindr as well, but I'll dabble later.
Sure,
but right now,
he's not there yet.
Not there yet. But Field is one which is relatively new, which is for like non-traditional lifestyles. So it's things like people are into polyamory and BDSM and stuff like that.
As in playing the field.
Yeah, and me being there saying that I'm looking for something casual is so vanilla.
Yeah, that's right.
They look at me like, oh, Bubba, that's so cute.
They look at you and go, this is a good opportunity to grab hold of this bloke and whip him into shape.
I know.
Quite literally.
So Field. So you signed up for Field as well.
I love it because the thing I love about that is everyone's just so brutally honest there about exactly what they're looking for, and if you don't meet the criteria, that's fine. No offense. Move chug along, you know. And I like that because even me saying, I'm quite vanilla, but they're like, yeah, fair enough, good on you, good luck with your journey, but no, we want to tie each other up and do some other stuff here.
But also, some of them as well look at something vanilla and go, what sprinkles going to put on there?
That's right.
So that's actually quite a good play.
Good point, mate. What is wrong with vanilla? It's a great flavour.
I know.
I guess people see me and expect chocolate.
That's true. Are you famous enough to be on Raya?
I was. That's where I met my ex, to be honest.
Right?
Yeah.
Was she famous enough to be on Raya?
No, so Raya criteria is basically you need to be famous or good looking, and she's just a waitress from Mandurah, so really tells you about her. I mean, I got on there twice because obviously famous and good looking. But no, truly, like Raya was. I haven't fired up with Raya yet because I don't know if I'm ready to go back in that level of rejection. Because even my ex was. I remember she was like, she literally came across people like John Mayer and Channing Tatum, and then she ended up with me. Chennai Tatum.
Yes.
So you got to tread carefully when you go on Raya.
Yeah.
But the people that go on Raya that aren't celebrities, are they looking for a celebrity? Does that do something to the psychology of meeting these people? You know what I mean?
It's okay because they're good looking though, Nathan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Good looking man.
That's right. Straight away they're hot, and they're actually hot too. Because when people put up one hot picture,
right?
You don't. If you're going on a dating profile, you need to put up you at your best, you at your worst, you every day.
I have a bit of that. I have my absolute worst on there. I mean, I'll actually even show you the picture, I think, because the whole point is to, again, like I said, I can show you what I look at my best, but this is generally how I look. And again, buyer beware. You show up when we're ready. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
He's got the
We'll have to put
that up?
Yeah, sure, of course you can.
Amazing.
No, don't go home with him. You won't leave.
No, that is amazing.
How would you describe it? It's like, I don't know, slick back hair, porno stash, monobrow.
You look like a Mexican cartel boss.
Amy likes it.
Amy's into you.
Really
But this is my criteria. So I write it in there saying, if you know, and I leave that last picture on just so that you know the real me, because you deserve to know the truth. I know. But my friends were like, no, take it off. People will feel grossed by it. I'm like, good, because if they don't find that funny, then I don't want to date them.
Right,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
it is so funny.
It is like, if you don't get the humor behind that, it's a good vetting program. Like for me, it's like, guess who? Like going click, 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 close it.
I know that people now are going, oh my God, I need to see this photo. Can we share that on social media? Okay, fantastic. We'll put it up on our socials.
Dilruk, we love you, mate.
We love having you.
I love being here, guys. You
but
guys
just
are awesome.
once a year, that's enough.
That's the thing, I know. See, that goes to see you next year.
Exactly. Go and see Dill's show Pre-Loved at the Comedy Hub at Johnny Fox's. That's in Northridge. Tickets from comedy.com.au. It's always a joy. And congratulations on being one of our mystery voices, which is the highest honour in the land.
Good on you, brother.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Of course, today is Shaun.
Well, V-Day, I just asked Ellie.
Ash Wednesday. Well done. Good Catholic boy.
Ash Wednesday. Oh,
that
Grandma
mean?
Mac will be rolling over in the grave.
Okay, Shaun, talk to me.
It means we forgot to have pancakes yesterday, Nathan, is what it means.
Ash Wednesday, I cannot remember, but I know it's a hell of
the
a
start
few.
of Lent, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Is it?
So, God.
Yeah.
So this is
Join in, Harry.
Catholic
So,
schoolboys.
Shaun, this is when you walk around your neighbour's house and borrow stuff?
Well, that's pretty much every week,
That's
yes,
Lent
and every
week.
second day. Harry, you're part of
You've
this.
got to give something up for Lent.
Yes.
Remember?
Today's the day.
Right. God, what did I give up last year? And I have not had them since. I gave up semi-sun-dried tomatoes.
What a massive
And I have
sacrifice
not
for you.
had them for a year.
Nathan.
You forgot the bit where you
Lented.
take them up again.
When you allowed to take them up, I thought it was for a year.
No.
Oh!
Well done, mate.
Are you joking? The amount of times I wanted some. No!
It's from now to Easter.
Well, I committed to something for a year.
Yeah.
I could have a relationship.
Or you could have
Yeah,
a sun-dried
you did,
tomato.
yeah.
I could have a
Sun-dried
1 year relationship with some
Sun-dried tomatoes.
Yeah.
Well done, Lent. So that's the start of Lent. Palm Sunday. What's that one again, Harry?
That's the
that's
last
when you
Sunday.
spend some magic time with yourself.
It's the last Sunday before Easter.
That's
right. It's a lot of action for donkeys on
Some guys
Sunday.
are 2 Palm Sundays. They're very happy with themselves. They thank God a lot.
How does Nat know more than us?
I know. How is this possible?
I know some stuff too.
Nathan's coming with his bit. Ah, that was a good start.
Yeah. Also Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Get to the servo, buy some flowers. You know what I mean? Packet of Ferrero Rocher still impresses people.
It does.
Does it?
I think it does.
But more than nothing, you know, which is what you're going to
But
think.
Sean,
obviously.
Sean,
I think we've moved on from the
I
Ferrero
know,
Rochers.
but to a certain demographic, and that's my parents' age. That's like you're giving her a box of gold.
And yeah, well, they are gold. So
a
yeah,
box
they look
of
like
gold.
little nuggets.
I think they're an 80s chocolate.
No, but Sean, you're going to give nothing. So the alternative to that is giving a box of Ferrero Rochers. The Ferrero Rochers are better.
Actually, I'm going to get Sunny something. I'm going to get her a flower.
A
There you go.
flower.
Oh, sorry, rose or something. Just a single rose.
Yeah.
I should do
Wait,
something
no,
for Megan
no,
today.
sorry.
I felt it just a second ago.
Chocolate?
Maybe I should do that.
What chocolate, Sean? What chocolate is?
I just don't think Ferrero
Well, talk
Rocher
to me.
in this day and age.
Talk to me then. What is it?
I think just a box of favourites, you know.
A box of favourites. You cannot. That is when you're going to a barbecue. Remember in the ad, you go to a barbecue and it's a thing to bring when they say don't bring anything.
A bag of clinkers.
Clinkers.
Now he's just winding you up, Nathan, and every time you're reacting.
Like,
Well, what do you think? It's not Ferrero Rocher. It's
at
not.
the moment.
Oh, dark chocolate,
Amy.
Amy.
Pipe down, Amy. The only person other than Sean that's married in this room. No. For me personally, I think if you show love these days, and if you're doing all right, it's Cocoa Black.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
It's Cocoa Black, Sean. You don't even know what that is, do you?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Box of favourites. Box of
I'll give you a
favourites,
hint,
my
you
ass.
can buy it at Fresh Provisions around the corner from us.
can
Sean.
you?
Yeah, you
What,
can.
Cocoa Black?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, I want to see what people
We want to
think
know.
of
Okay,
Ferrero
so
Rochers.
apparently the Ferrero Rocher is not the fancy
According to
chocolate
Sean.
anymore. Sean
Where do
thinks
you
it's a
sit?
box
Come
of
on, mate.
favourites.
Well, Ferrero Rocher's favourites, there is no competition there. It's Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. So Talk to us, and whatever you believe, you believe. If you think the most romantic chocolate is a polywaffle, they're coming back.
No, we'll be judging you for that.
Yeah. Give us a call, 13 24 10. How about this? We'll give somebody a $150 voucher to spend at Interflora.
On the day!
Send love this Valentine's Day with Interflora flowers, hampers, gifts and more delivered same day around Australia. That's your Valentine's Day sorted.
So what chocolate is going to impress you? That's
more than Ferrero Rochers.
Sean has made a bold statement that he doesn't think Ferrero Rochers are a suitable gift if you're going to buy chocolate.
And I'm sorry.
And he'd be having some box of favourites.
No, Sean.
Please.
I think I would.
Because there's a lot of Ferrero Rochers in there.
I know that, but they seem so yesteryear.
But you know what it is as well? For our parents' generation, it harks back to, it's got the same sort of taste as a Kingston, which was the fanciest of all the biscuits, but it was in a chocolate form. Many gold little balls, see-through box. Sean, you can't go wrong.
You can't. Easy to wrap. Sarah, hello.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah, it's getting pretty heated in here about people's chocolate preferences. If you were to receive a gift of chocolate from somebody, what would be your go-to?
Okay, so don't judge me, although I know you're going to.
Yeah. Never. This isn't that show.
So this show. Turkish Delight.
Sarah, I'm on board with you.
One of my favourite chocolates in the world is a Turkish Delight. Are you talking about the pedestrian Turkish Delight, the normal one with just the chocolate over there in the wrapper?
Yeah, the low-grade one.
The golden purple.
Golden purple, yeah.
You know what, Sarah? You can always guarantee if you buy Turkish Delight and offer it to the children, if you've got them, then they will never take it.
See, that's an added bonus.
I think that's why. That's why I like them so much. I have too many children.
I've loved the Turkish Delight since I was a child.
Too.
That was the first thing everyone gunned for.
Me too, and it seemed very exotic.
Yeah. So, I mean, a Turkish Delight generally...
It's international
A Turkish Delight generally is just a small bar. You can get it in the block, but it's not as good.
No.
So how many would you want of those?
I'd fill my car.
Fill your car. Tell you what.
That way there'd always be one in the car, so that is a good move. Thank you, Sarah.
She didn't see that coming either, Sarah. She was waiting to be lambasted.
Yeah, it's Rachel. Hello.
How's it going?
Good,
Great, Rach. Okay, talk to us. What chocolate is going to impress you?
You cannot go past the salted caramel lint balls.
Salted caramel lint balls.
Salty balls, hey?
Yeah. I think I hear where you're coming from. They're a good
chocolate balls. Didn't South Park sing about it?
They did. They did.
We get exactly who you are, Ray.
Balls. Lint balls have always been a thing, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's not a progression.
Ferreros are nice. They're still a bowl, but you got to go the lint bowl.
I do have to think the lint ball is the cousin of the Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, yeah, I reckon they're related. Yeah,
I think that, and I don't think any one of them are more wealthy than the other. I think they were earning the same per year if they were people.
Fair call.
So
they're in the same band.
Yeah.
So when same tax bracket.
Rachel, when you eat your chocolate salty lint balls, do you put just one in your mouth or two?
I like them when they've got a little bit soft, so as much as possible.
You're a classy girl, Rachel. That's why we like you.
Is she a lady?
Yeah, she is.
Is she a lady?
Thanks, Harry.
Have you found it? Have you found it? Oh, wait there, Harry. Watch out. Make sure it's beeped out.
Suck on my chocolate
salty balls. Put them in your mouth and suck them all.
All right, shall we move on? Let's go to Elizabeth in Wellard. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Hey, Elizabeth.
If we want to really impress you, and we do, what sort of chocolate should we get you?
I am definitely a Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, so
really?
that is the pinnacle for you. See, Sean? See?
Elizabeth,
Yes.
can we ask you a few questions? What age group are you in?
I am 26.
26. So wait,
She's a baby.
she's what people refer to as the youth.
She is the youth.
Sean?
And she loves an old chocolate.
Talk to me
Yes, I do.
Talk to me about the feeling of getting a Ferrero Rocher for other men right now that are panicking, thinking, "Wait, there, what am I doing there?" The confectionery out the servo right now, going, "What do I do? What do I do?" What's the feeling?
They're the best chocolate to melt in your mouth. They're like a melting moment.
Oh,
And you get the benefit of nuts.
they do.
They do get the nuts.
Yeah, you get the bit of everything in that one little chocolate.
There you go. It's an amuse-bouche, as some would say.
Indeed.
And the nuts as well, they exfoliate your tongue, Sean.
That's right, which is what we're looking for. Can I throw...
I've pushed that angle for so many years. I'm glad you backed me in here.
Nathan, can I throw a wild card in for Valentine's Day? Your Bart cheese, because they've got the little love message in them as well.
Yes, Nat.
Yeah.
How do we feel about a Barchie?
I don't like. I just don't know what they're going to write to me, so I can never trust it. I don't know if it's going to be like
It's
a
like
threat.
a fortune cookie. It's about love, so
Don't sleep tonight. You're dead.
it does not apply most of the time.
All right, we
Thanks,
have a
everyone.
$150 voucher to spend at Interflora. Good timing.
Perfect.
Well, we had some good ones here. I'm going to have to go back to Sarah, who was our first person,
Turkish
because
delight.
she
That was
expected
left field.
to get cane for the Turkish
Yeah.
delight. She got the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Keep calling us, Sarah. There's something in your life that we'll cane you for.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Valentine's Day is great when you're with somebody.
Oh,
You know? No, it is because, like,
Well, Sean's like, nah, that's not.
Because there's a whole thing of, like, do I have to buy them something? Do I not buy them something? Are they going to get me something? And they're not going to get me something. Whereas Natalie and I just know the answer. It's
Yes.
just, today is nothing.
Yeah. Elisa
yeah,
is
but a
still
lot of people in
involved.
relationships know exactly the same,
You've
which
still
is
got
nothing.
skin in the game,
No,
Sean.
but
You
you've
might
still
get something.
There's still an option of you might get something, Sean. We know we won't.
No,
We'll
I
not.
think, to be fair, though, Sean, talk about the exchange you had with your wife over text this morning.
Oh, yeah, well, I said Happy Valentine's, and she sent me an emoji of someone absolutely pissing themselves laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, she knows. So there's a single woman here in Perth, and she
Yes, it's me.
has asked a
Oh, wait, no,
question,
yes.
and this has gone. This made the national press. Where the hell are the single men in Perth? She says, I'm a single woman in my mid-30s and I'm looking for a relationship, my person. But what the F, Perth? Where do all the
are they?
Where do all the older single people hang out?
Older? She's saying mid-30s is older.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah,
We're screwed.
She's worried that she's going to end up alone because they're like a single men in her age in Perth. She said that she's been looking for a relationship and is finding it harder than ever to meet men. She keeps herself busy at work. She has 2 jobs, but she's starting to feel lonely. She misses the companionship and all the feels. Just wondering, where do people go to meet men? So I thought, you know what?
Let's find out.
Men, single men.
Where are you?
What are you doing?
Where do you hang out?
Where are you hanging?
Where can we find you?
Yes.
If you're a single man, we're not talking about the apps, we're talking about out in
Yes.
life. Where can we find specifically you? Where are you?
There he is. On the tree.
This would be so helpful because,
Yeah.
you know, once you take it off the apps, you might tell us somewhere we got.
Oh, yeah. Right,
We've
that
never
makes
thought
sense.
to have gone there
Yeah, that's
to look
right.
for specifically you. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm on board.
13, 24, 10.
I've got a lot of self-interest in this topic.
Me
all in
too. We're going to give somebody a Hoyt's Lux voucher.
Beautiful. That's right,
Wow.
Nancy.
That's where the people are, the men are.
In the
How good's
dark,
this?
Watching
watching
movies by themselves.
Yeah. Upgrade your movie experience with Hoyt's. Bigger screens, best sound and comfy seats at hoyts.com.au.
All right,
Drinks,
single men.
food, everything.
Yeah, love it,
Yeah,
mate.
it's everything.
Yeah.
This is what we want to know. Single men.
Single men.
Literally.
Yep.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Where would we find you?
Yeah.
Do you hang out somewhere? Are you a member of a club that we can join?
Yep.
Where are you?
Like, we wouldn't even mind your GPS location.
Yeah, if you want to drop a
Drop
pin
us a
to
pin.
us, that'd be great.
All right.
Valentine's Day today, which is great if you're loved up. But for single ladies here in Perth, one woman has, been quite desperate and quite open about the fact that she can't find any single men. And
Yeah.
we want to know where they are.
There they are.
Because she's taking it off the apps, right? She wants to find them in reality. And all these people jumped on to give her advice. And this person says, it pays to know who lives there or the purpose of the city. Perth is for FIFO. That's all.
But that would suggest to me
are
there's more single men.
These are not
that would be.
single guys wanting to settle down. They fly in and out to mines. Settling down isn't compatible. It's for momentary, temporary relations. That's what this person says. But there are guys that aren't
There
FIFO.
are heaps.
No, that's
And
right.
right now, we'd like to know exactly where you are so the ladies listening that are single can actually go to your location and find you. And a guy from Perth named Wilhelm? Yeah. Wilhelm says, I'm 40, have a house, a decent job, and looks-wise, not bad. I'm about a 5.
Self-assessed.
I'm about a 5. You know what I mean? Some people are
Yeah.
usually harder than themselves, so it's supposed to be a bit better. But all the 3 to 5 out of 10 women in Perth think they deserve a Hemsworth. So you can all get stuffed. I'm going my own way. Was what he took time to comment on an article.
So he's available, but he's saying...
He's got time on his hands.
He's available.
Yeah.
Look, Paul gave us a call.
Standards are too high.
Pancho's given us a call. Hi, Pancho.
Good morning, Nat. Good morning, Sean. Good morning. What's the other one? Nathan. Good morning.
Pancho. All right,
Funny
Pancho.
bugger. All right, so you're already funny. Tick.
Single man, Pancho?
Tick. Very much single. Been single for 6 years now.
Oh, where do we find you? Because there's a lot of WA women who are like, mate, I can't find a bloke to save myself.
Righto. So let me give it to you plain and simple, straight down the line.
Yep.
She's screwed. She hasn't got a hope in hell. I am struggling. Perth is very much FIFO.
Yeah.
Or if you're basically a sleazebag, this is the place to be.
Yes.
But so if you're going to pubs and clubs, but if you want a one-night stand, that's the place to go. The dating apps, forget it, because you get ghosted, or you just get, or the usual thing which is, I'm going to return back to my old boyfriend. So it's like,
You're done the sack.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, you just got to have the strength to just go up and try, and then just walk away with the rejection.
But where, Pancho?
You specifically, Pancho. If there's a woman out there who's like, he sounds great, I think I would like to get to know him, where would she go to meet
Pancho
you?
in real life?
That's where she's screwed, because
you don't go out.
You don't. You go to pubs, but honestly, once you hit to, I'm 45, so once you get to that age, pubs, because you don't know whether that person's interested, you don't know, and then you miss the ex-husband that's sitting, or the husband that's sitting in the corner who's now upset because you cracked onto his wife, but you didn't know.
No, Pancho, you're talking about you trying to pick up. We're talking about somebody who wants to pick you up.
Because right now, there's some girls that are going, hey, Pancho, he sounds interesting. Where will you be today or this weekend?
Today? Well, right now, this weekend, I'll be in Alkimos, and I'm happy to put my phone number out. I will be there all day. The door will be open from 7, and I'm sure we can speed date.
So where do you go out? Like, if you're going out on the weekends, where do you go?
Okay, so if I go out, I'll go around, like, Amberton pubs, like that Alkimos pub, but I don't go out. I just go out for... to catch up with friends, to socialise. I don't go out and get dressed up and go, I'm going out to go find a girl because the bitter disappointment is just...
Sure, you sound like you've been really hurt. You've been really hurt.
Giving up, guys. Okay, we can see. What's the name of that pub again, Pancho?
So it's the Landing or the Amberton.
You sniff around there, you might be able to catch a great man.
Say if they don't want to go to the pub, where do you are you a Coles man, a Woolies man,
do you go to the gym?
Okay,
where do you shop?
Well, I like to play the field there a bit. So I'm a bit of an Aldi's man, and then I'll drop off to Coles, and then if something interests me, I might flick off to Woolies.
Yeah, sure.
I hear what you're saying.
You really do play
the field. I play all shops.
Yeah.
So I, to be honest, the only way that I can see for me and everybody else is, Nathan, please, you're going to have to do something like get me on the show, set me up, we'll do like speed dating or something. That's the only way.
That is the only way, unless we give out his actual address and he takes appointments from today.
Alkimos isn't that big. I reckon if you just walk the streets of Alkimos yelling Pancho.
Pancho! Yeah, pretty much. And there's only one here. See, I rang up before. I was the Max lover, so maybe that's the reason.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's starting to make sense.
Right, interesting.
Yeah, that's starting to make sense.
Pancho, all right, now, if any girls are interested in Pancho, you know what?
Yeah, look, we can get you in touch.
Get in contact with us.
Or walk the streets of Alkimos, up to you. 13 24 10. Yeah. Fellas, are you like Pancho? Are you single? We just want to know.
Where you
pick your brains, find out where you are, where you go, what you do, that a girl could potentially meet you.
So it's basically, we're going to ask you questions about your life, where you shop, where you go to the gym, do you go for a walk around the park?
Yes.
But then these girls can go down there and they can have their best dresses on while you're walking your dog.
That's what girls do. They put on their best dresses.
To go and meet the man of their dreams at a park while he's walking a Shih Tzu.
Because not if he's walking a Shih Tzu.
Why? That shows he's gentle. You don't need every man to have a Rottweiler, Natalie.
I don't want a Rottweiler.
Masculinity.
Hello, Paul.
How you going?
Hey, Paul. Are you a single fella, Paul?
Nah, not me. But I got my partner. A lot of her friends are single, and they reckon the best places to go. There's only two of them: is Bunnings or jail.
Well, there's plenty of single blokes at Bunnings, I guess. They're getting around, filling their time, trades and stuff.
That was somebody's advice to her on the article. It said, go to Bunnings, look confused, lost, and then ask for help. And then when picking up a bloke, 60% of the time it works there, she reckons.
Wow.
Yeah, so just look confused and walk up to someone and say, Chisel.
Chisel.
And then they'll go, yeah, no worries. Yeah?
It's not very hard for most women to look confused, though.
Paul.
No, Paul.
You're on notice, Paul.
Mate, I look confused at Bunnings. No one's more confused at Bunnings than me, I can assure you.
That's true. That's a great point.
If I needed help at Bunnings and I was you and an old lady, I'd walk up to the old lady.
I would too.
All right, they were fantastic.
Yes.
We cannot go past one man.
Well,
we've got a Hoyts Lux voucher, by the way. Upgrade your movie experience with Hoyts. Bigger screens, best sounds and comfy seats at hoyts.com.au. Pancho, he got right into it. That's coming your way.
Is that 2 tickets? So yes. Pancho can go twice?
No, Pancho will find love. He just advertised himself very well, I thought.
Yes.
Very well. But Sean goes, what do you think Pancho looks like? And I said, I feel like Pancho's one of those guys that has a good pair of thongs. You got my normal ones? No, got my good thongs.
Dress thongs.
Got my good thongs.
Yeah.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.